Hey everybody, and welcome to another production night in the shop. So tonight, we got a list. These are some of the colors I am trying to have run before the East Tennessee Fishing Show and Expo in Knoxville, Tennessee at the end of January 2025. So I'm kind of torn between doing June Bug and doing Peanut Butter and Jelly because they're both super cool colors and I've been needing to run both of them. Peanut Butter and Jelly though is super cool looking. I was trying to see if I had any of it over there right now because I did some test cups a while back. I don't. We might run the Peanut Butter and Jelly. So I'm gonna get plastic cooking, and the sequence of events on these is I'm gonna turn the camera off, cook the plastic because it takes forever and it's boring. And then once the plastic is cooked in the pot and we're adding flake and color, I'll turn the camera back on. We'll run a run of injections, show you each of the baits as they come out, and then I'll probably speed it up and run a bunch of other injections and call it a night. So I'm gonna kill the camera, get this plastic cooked, and then I'll get back to you. Real quick, I wanna go over the ingredients before I've gotta put the mask on. So I'm not gonna always give out recipes and stuff because a lot of these I work hard on to develop. This one I just tweaked a pretty standard recipe. We've got chameleon, chartreuse, and then in that we are gonna put some purple flake, and that's it. So, chameleon, chartreuse, doesn't sound like peanut butter and jelly, but trust me, when it comes out, it looks like peanut butter and jelly. So, I'll catch you guys in a few minutes. All right, mask off for just a second. Plastic is cooked. Good. It's up to temp, and so it's all reached 350. I'm trying to cool it back down a little bit closer to 320, 330, just for injecting and keeping it mixed. When we're peeling off pieces like this that we have to put back in, that slows it down. But it is ready to go. We're gonna add our dyes or our pigments. I'm using a little chart here because I have 12 cups. This makes sure that I get the right count of drops and amount of flake. And here's your tip for the video. Don't just go buy any purple flake. You want to go get Barney Darko from Dead On Plastics. It is the best, the prettiest purple flake. There's so many different tones in there. It looks so good in the bait, and you'll be able to see that at the once we demold some of these. But I'm gonna go ahead and run the colors in there, get those stirred in, and then the flake. I always do the flake last because their flake holds up, Dead On's flake holds up really well. There are some flakes that I have used, not from Dead On, that tend to, not bleach, but they start to color shift. Like if they're green, they might go a little blue as they are hot for a longer period of time. And then some flakes, especially square flakes, that tend to curl. Hex flake is better about not curling. This is a hex flake. I use mostly hex flakes. The only time I really use a black or a square flake is a black, like large square flake, because it looks really good in some stuff, and you just have to be careful with the temperatures. But I'm gonna put my mask back on because it's stinky. We're gonna run this stuff, get it all mixed up and run. And once we get the molds shot, I'll demold them and let you take a look at the bait. Oh, cue the music. All right. Yeah. So, plastic's all mixed up. It's ready to go. I'm gonna show you why I think this color is so cool. Yeah, maybe. See. So you got this kind of brown green. It almost looks like a green pumpkin. It's much more tan once it's shot. Check that out. So it makes a really cool peanut butter and jelly, because the body of the bait looks like peanut butter and all the edges look like jelly. If you want to see how to make this and get the ratios and everything, Bait Chuckin' has a video on how to make the Ooze, and this is just a variation on the Ooze. I will try to remember to link that below. We're going to get this run in our molds and show you the results. There are Neds, looking great, and I just realized I'm shooting in wide. I should be shooting in not wide, but there you go. Looking great in the water. I'm excited to see the lizards. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Check that out. So cool. So cool. Very, very cool. Stir on this. Looking good. Looking good. So now we shoot this one again, and then we undo the imitators and punches. And while we're waiting on that, we go ahead and put this in the microwave to get melted down pretty hot, and then put back in the pot. Alright, so this one slides down, this one slides over, this one slides up. And now, we're going to get a demold on the last bait type that we're shooting tonight, which are the imitators and the punch bugs. Start with the imitators. Same thing, you get that peanut buttery color, and then the edges are that jam, and if you get it up in the light, you get that pink jam color, grape jelly throughout the whole thing. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Another thing of imitators. They all go into a water bath where they sit for a few minutes, and then I pull them out, put them on a towel. There's our punches. Boom, same thing, peanut buttery color. Get them up in the light, they turn purple. I hope that's coming through. All right, so that's everything running tonight, demolded. I'm gonna do several more runs till the pot is empty, and then I'll be melting cups to get the cups empty to use up as much of it as I can, and then I'll save the last puck for the next time I make this color, or till I have several pucks. So we're gonna put it on speed mode and recap at the end of the night. All right, we're done. Just did the last injection. Can definitely tell that the cold weather's creeping in here in East Tennessee. Struggled a little bit especially once I moved to cups, and then even in the Presto pot, I had a wall about that thick of plastic up at the top part of it where it just had cooled and was living there. So what I typically do in winter months is run some space heaters out here to keep things warm. So we are at the point where I've got 2 sets of molds to demold still. They're cooling off a little bit, and then I clean the table up. But while we're waiting for those to cool off, I thought I'd give you a look at the tray of everything that we got done tonight. There we go. Let's see, you can really see that. Purple. I forgot to change from wide before I started tonight. I'll try and remember for next time. Into that peanut butter color. What's great is, we'll use these as an example. See that, and then, boom. Check that out. Super cool. Really cool effect. Those trailers, the imitators right here, these guys, are gonna look so good on a Dadfish Tackle peanut butter and jelly jig. So that's my favorite jig trailer now. That's pretty much all I use. I did really like to use the Crawfather here, but I think we're going to be discontinuing it. And yeah, just having a lot of trouble with the molds. I've had trouble with the molds for the last, I guess we're going on 2 years now, and I don't know what the deal is. I can't get them to function well. They functioned all right at the beginning, but I don't know what the deal is. So actually, we're going to demold that one last. We'll go ahead and demold this stuff, clean it up, and then get it hung on the wall. And then I'll go ahead and show you what we did for swim baits today. So we did some of that earlier. So that's probably what we'll look at. Let's demold a swim bait real quick. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There we go. Check that out. So obviously it is not like the classic motor oil, but it is, I gotta find a name for it because I don't want to call it motor oil because it's not. And MF still has, they have like the new motor oil, but it is definitely got some of that look to it. So I gotta figure out what I want to call it, but I ran a batch of those. Should be really good, especially in smallmouth waters, I think. Really good. So, ran a batch of those. We ran the peanut butter and jellies tonight. Made a lot of progress, a lot of good stock. What I do is, if I need to cut them in half, cut them in half. The lizards I don't cut in half, so maybe I'll just show you real quick that. Take a set of them, come down here, and they just get hung up. Oh, I wasn't supposed to cut that, was I? Oops. It's actually okay. Yeah, they just get hung up, just like that. And then they sit there for at least 24 hours to cure, because if you bag them before then and the appendages are all twisted, then they will crimp. Now the tails can roll out like that, they'll flip back up, but yeah, like if you get this pinched or something for some reason, it will stay that way. So we hang them. That's the best way to cure them. 24 hours at least. That Bass Magic has been up there for a few days. It'll come down and get bagged up in the next few days. So I'm trying to think, what I might do is I need to run all our worms in the same color tomorrow. So I might tack on some demolding of that and make it like a two nights for one video, so you guys can see what those look like. So I will catch you guys once the plastic is cooked, when we're shooting the molds for worms. For me, it'll be at least a day, and for you all, it'll be right now. All right, I am doing the last few stirs of the worm plastic. Got a whole pot here, 12 cups. Got 3 sets of molds. We're gonna run them all, do the same thing we did with the creature baits. I'll run them all, demold one, show you, run it again, next one, back and forth, so you get to see all the worms here in just a few minutes. Let's do it. All right, molds are all shot. That off. Made some insulation work between last night doing the creatures and tonight doing the worms. It's much warmer in here. Stuff is taking a little bit longer to cool off, which is good. All right. Did I do my scissors? Scissors. We're gonna go ahead and deworm this first set, stealth worms and dancing worms. Stealths first. There we go. You saw the color before, but we've got that peanut butter look, and then those edges, and that purple shift there. Looks great. In the water it goes. Right. Ribbon tails. They warrant a little bit more inspection because I got to look at the tails and make sure we don't have giant air bubbles. They look good. Peanut butter, jelly. All right, so you know the drill. We're going to shoot these 2 again. Cycle the next mold down, look at it, shoot it, cycle the next mold, and you'll have seen all of them. Let's do it. Come on. Good adjusted. There we go. So, over, up, over. Give it a good stir, move that flake around. Off there. Stealths. Ribbons. Pop those off. There's some there. Spoon. All right. That cool. Next mold. torpedo worms. Our torpedo worm. See, we've got that peanut butter color and that really cool pink shows on the tail pretty much all the time, unless you like stack them. You can see that color change. Those look great. And you still have a little bit, they're pretty dense, but you still do have some of that color change when you hold it to the light. But with a denser bait like this, you're going to get less of it. Looks good. Over. Go. All right, last one. All right, so we've got Grub Daddy. Check that out. You can see the color change there with in the mold pretty well. I do like that a lot in the Grub Daddy. Okay, and we've got the Twitch and Fluke. We've got some. We got a. Did not quite shoot all the way on that one, so we're going to go ahead and toss those there to remount. I don't know what the deal was with that. It's okay. We'll move on to Twitch and Fluke 2. That one shot. See that? Peanut butter to jelly. PB&J. There we go. Looks great. I love that. All right, cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and shoot the rest of these, and I'll come back to you all. I'm not gonna film it. I filmed all the creature baits, and I've already got a lot of footage I need to edit. So when I turn off the camera, we'll recap when I'm done for the night. Look at the haul. All right, we're done for the night. Got a big old tray of bait here. Gonna get it set up on the wall to cure for 24 hours before we bag it. And that's it. Peanut butter and jelly. My list here. My pen. Where did that go? There it is. Peanut butter and jelly. Big ol' check mark on that. Work our way through the list. We'll have another production episode coming up soon. I don't know what the release schedule on those is going to be like yet, because I'll be doing another production night probably. This is Tuesday, Thursday. I won't tomorrow. I'll do a small batch tomorrow, potentially. And then Thursday, Friday, I'll do big batch. Saturday, I'll do a small batch. Sunday, Monday, big batch. So, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will catch you all